Yeah, hopeful, but nothing determined. You know, I think that at best 50-50 right now.
He's saying he's ready to go, and that's
Baynes is shocking. Baynes wants to play all the time. He still tries to race people off the bus after a hamstring injury. So, but you love that part about him. He's a competitive guy. He's a fun guy. It kills him not to be able to play.
But you've talked about how hamstrings can be kind of insidious.
Yeah.
You really gotta keep an eye on
No
them.
question, no question. And basketball is not a game where you can really script the directions you're cutting and where you're running and how hard you can go and everything else. You know, there's a lot of random movement, and being able to change direction quickly without thinking twice about its impact on it is really important. So I think that that hamstring is something that we're going to be very careful with. And when he comes back, I'm guessing he'll be on a minutes restriction sometime. Sweet. Is that it?
Did you get to watch last night?
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. They just continue to have this unbelievable mentality. And, you know, I don't know, I haven't watched every World Series for the past 50 years, but at the same time, I can't imagine any team looks like they're having more fun than the Red Sox. And I think you kind of see that in their play, how together they are, how many smiles you see. Like, it's a fun team. And I hope they get it done in the next 2 games. But at the same time, I know how hard that's going to be, and you take it one pitch at a time. But man, they're fun to watch.
As you being a coach / manager of players, you look at Cora now. Everything he does, every move he makes seems to like pay dividends like right away. It's like
he's such a great guy, and he's so good with people that it's not a shock, right? And so to have a chance then to, again, you got a whole group that you can clearly tell everybody's on board, and the way that they're supporting one another and the way that they're going about their business is a blast. And I mean, that's, if you're not from Boston and you're just watching from afar and you're looking for a team to root for, it'd be easy one to pick because of the way they play and the way they pick up each other.
Are you still using them as an example for the Celtics team?
You use examples every time you turn on the TV in every sport every night, both good and bad. But they've had a lot of good ones.
What do you think has gone into the scoring explosion this year?
Well, we haven't had it, so I'm not going to comment on it. Yeah, I mean, people are playing smaller, faster, shooting a ton of threes. Possessions are quick. If you can't guard the three-point line, you're going to get cooked. And, you know, obviously, that's a challenge every night. And but, yeah, some of the scores are eye-popping, that's for sure.
the defensive changes that they're, you know, kind of guards. Is that had an effect, you think?
I mean, I think that it's not a change, first of all. It's just enforcing what was already in the rule book, and that is you can't hold and grab people on cuts. And to me, it just opens up more opportunities to score and different actions. You know, if you don't have the opportunity to cut, roll to the post, slip cuts, and people can hold you, then it really just becomes an isolation game. And so ultimately, I think it's really good for the game that those rules are enforced. And you know, defenses will adjust. Our guys have adjusted in 3 weeks. You know, they've done a really good job on that end of the court of figuring out what they can and can't do, and making sure that you can still be an effective defense, but it does take a lot of work.
Al was just saying that the biggest part of their adjustment of learning this emphasis of the rules was you were emphasizing it during that final week leading up to the opening night. How big of a turn did you see the team take in adjusting?
Well, we were emphasizing it from day one. Yeah. The issue is I don't think anybody truly believed it until we went through those exhibition games. And that was tough. Even like when we reffed our own scrimmages, we missed them, because we're not used to calling them. So I think that that was just something you had to live through the exhibition season, and that was part of it. I mean, knock on wood, we've gotten better, but you got to go out and do it every night.
Coach, what are some of the areas of focus you brought up to your team for tonight's game against the Thunder?
Well, first of all, I mean, anytime you're playing against them, they're a great defensive team. They're well oiled. They play together. They're on a string. Steven Adams anchors the whole thing, and then they've got athletes all around that are flying around, and that leads to their break. And you know, when you've got Schroeder and Westbrook leading the break with and George, when he's got it, those guys are a bear. And so first and foremost, you have to get back, and then you have to handle all their pick and rolls. With Westbrook going downhill, with Schroeder going downhill, with George coming off and shooting, I mean, those are really, really hard to guard. It was unfortunate that Westbrook missed the first couple games, and then they got hit by a hot night by Sacramento. But this is a really good team, as we all know.
Do you see your team covering more team defense or isolation when you see like a Dennis and Russell on the court at the same time? What do you think would be more successful tonight?
You always have to play as a team, and you always have to be good in isolation. There's a lot that goes into it.
Thank you.
These-
Thank you, folks.